Hello students, today we'll discuss a beautiful poem titled What's Green, written by Mary O'Neill. It's of class 6 from the poetry section, and this is poem number 8 from the poetry section on page number 100 to 101 on Tulip series English text for class 6. I hope you will enjoy the poem to the fullest. Let's read the poem first. What's green? Let me read it in a rhythmic way, and I hope you will enjoy reading it the way I'll read it. Green is the grass and the leaves of trees. Green is the smell of a country in breeze. Green is the coolness you get in shade of the tall old woods where the moss is made. Green is a flutter that comes in spring when frost melts out of everything. Green is grasshopper, green is jade, green is hiding in a shade. Green is olive and pickle. The sound of green is a water trickle. Green is the world after rain, bathed and beautiful again. Green is the meadow, green is the fuzz that covers up where winter was. Green is ivy and honeysuckle wine. Green is yours and green is mine. So before we may analyze the poem, let's talk about the poem. As the title of the poem tells us what's green. So before we may analyze the poem, let's think about things in our surroundings that are green in nature. Okay, I hope some words would have occurred in your mind. Okay, I'll help you in that. Grass is a word that would have struck your mind. Grass is green. Leaves are green. Trees, they are also green in nature. But you will see in this poem, there are certain things which actually aren't green in nature, but the poet has mentioned them as green in the poem. Actually, we need to read between the lines. We need to come to the expectations of the poet. Sometimes she says that coolness is green, and we need to actually create an atmosphere where we can feel that really this coolness is green in nature. So let's analyze the poem. Let's go for its understanding. Green is the grass. You can have a look on this slide. So there is green grass. Grass is actually green in nature. The color of the grass is green. We love greenery. The color green is soothing. We lie down on the green grass for hours together. We want to feel this green grass on our cheeks. It really seems to be a beautiful feeling when we are on the grass. So grass is green in nature. Well, and the leaves of trees, they too are green in nature. We love the green leaves. They are so nice to hold in the hands. Whenever it is hot, we fan with green leaves. It refreshes us. So leaves are green in nature. Green is the smell of a country in breeze. Okay, dear students, you might be knowing the meaning of the word country. Yes, it's an area of land that has or used to have its own government and laws. It's a large area actually. But here we have one more meaning of this country. Country means actually an area outside the towns and cities with trees, farms, etc. A village actually. We know the air of the country, the village, is always fresh. There are flowers. There's beautiful atmosphere. The air is fresh. It carries the fragrance of flowers with it and it refreshes us. That's green. We get rejuvenated. The cool, fragrant breeze, when it is felt, it seems it energizes us. We seem to be having a nice time over there. Actually, country or countryside, that's a nice place when we think of it. So that's why the poet has used the word country. We don't have any filthy atmosphere there. It is totally serene atmosphere, silent atmosphere, and the breeze is carrying the fragrance of flowers in it. And whenever we smell it, we feel freshen up, we feel refreshed, and that's green. We seem to live this moment to the fullest. Green is a coolness you get in shade, definitely when it is a hot day in summer. We prefer to stay under a shade of a tree. Our bodies feel the coolness under these shady trees, which gives us a cure feeling. We like to play under shady trees. It also refreshes us. So to stay under a shady tree, it refreshes us. It rejuvenates us. It freshens us up. That's green. We feel really cure in nature. That definitely it's a nice thing to stay under the shade of a tree. So that's why the poet says that coolness is actually green in nature. You get the coolness from the shade of a tree. Okay, let's move to the another slide. Well, of the tall old woods where the moss is made, the shadow, obviously it is under the tall old woods. You like to roam in these woods and you come across many things. There are beautiful birds. There's one more thing which you need to see over there. There is moss. Well, it's a rootless plant. It just grows on the surfaces, on different surfaces, and it forms a sort of green carpet. You want to lie down on the moss. So this moss, it's green in nature. It is soothing. It's beautiful. It makes us nice to feel. Okay. Green is a flutter that comes in spring when frost melts out of everything. Okay, we know in winter trees become laden with snow, and once spring unfurls its colors, the frost starts to melt. You can have a look on the frost and see how it starts to trickle down. The melting of this frost, it creates a sound, and that sound, when it is felt, it actually welcomes that spring is about to come. Now we just make things in our mind. We say now we are about to have a look of the beautiful roses, daisies, daffodils, beautiful lilies, because it is a nice season to come. So the frost, it begins to trickle down. It begins to melt. It gives forth the place to the new buds. Okay. Green is grasshopper. Okay. A beautiful plant, this insect. Definitely you would have you had a look of this very insect in the fields around. You would have definitely played with it. You would have sometimes tried to catch this grasshopper. This grasshopper is found in our fields. They keep on jumping from one small plant to another plant. Little children play with these grasshoppers. They are green in color. Okay, green is jade. Jade, it's a stone. It's a stone from which ornaments are made. These ornaments are worn by the women. They adorn themselves. And this jade, it's green, having green color, different shades of green. It's actually a stone. So the poet says that this jade too is green. And this beautiful grasshopper, it's also green in nature. A beautiful insect indeed. Green is hiding in a shade. Okay, when we hide, it's green. Okay, definitely uh, you would have played a game which we call hide and seek. Have you played? Definitely you would have played. The answer would definitely be yes. Well, in hide and seek, well, we hide and our friends, they search for us. We try to hide so that our friends won't find us. We hide in shades, feeling that our friends will find us somewhere else. this hiding is exciting. We make merry when our friends give up because they fail to find us. This is really nice, isn't it? Just hiding in the shade. That's a nice spot you have chosen. So it is green. It really makes we or you people happy while playing that game. So that hiding, it too is green in nature. Okay, let's move ahead. Green is olive. Green is olive. Actually, this olive is an oily fruit. Dear students, it's grown in Mediterranean. It's cultivated over there. And green is pickle. Okay? Have your mouth watered? Definitely. Green is pickle. Once we have a look on the bowl of pickle, our mouths start to water. This is green in nature. When we preserve our vegetables with the help of vinegar and salty water, the vegetables remain green. Well, when they are in a container, they remain green, though we have picked them from their small plants. So they remain green over there. Eating pickle, it creates a nice sensation in our mouths. That's green. Green is olive. Green is pickle. The sound of green is a water trickle. The sound of green is a water trickle. Have you ever heard water trickling from the eaves of our homes? Okay, let me try. I'll make you hear this sound. Beautiful sound is playing in the background. It is of the water trickling. Whenever this water trickles, what happens? Yes, we feel it. When it rains and water trickles down, it creates a sound. The trickling of the water, it re-energizes us internally. We wish to lie and listen to this murmuring sound. It's really nice. It really soothes us. Okay, it's green in nature. Green is the world after rain, bathed and beautiful again. Okay, this world, it becomes green when after a while there had been temperate sun. Well, it had been hot days. People were craving to have the rain, and when it lastly comes, it bathes the world. It beautifies it. It makes it beautiful. As you can see, the world seems to be beautiful now. Okay, let's move to another slide. Green is the meadow. Green is the fuzz that covers up where winter was. Green is the meadow. Okay, you can have a look on the meadow. Pastures. Okay, green pastures having green grass on them. People usually take their cattle to get them grazed. The cattle grazes there. Okay, it's a nice feeling. There are certain children, they try to play on the flute. It's a rejuvenating thing. It's a nice thing. You have got a soft carpet under your feet and a blue sun above. Green is the fuzz. Actually, this fuzz means light fine particles of fibers. But here perhaps the poet uses it in another way. These are actually the tiny shoots which come forth after the snow melts. This is in a way the heralding of new life. Okay, the birds have come. It means that new era is about to start. Beautiful, nice. Okay, let's move. Green is ivy and honeysuckle vine. Ivy. It's an evergreen plant that climbs by its roots on the walls. Yes, we plant it in our lawns to adorn our houses. They climb on the walls of our houses. It beautifies our houses. We do plant them in our lawns to give our homes a nice look. They are green in color. Now there is one more plant, a honeysuckle vine. Honeysuckle vine is a climbing shrub with beautiful cream-colored flowers. They too are green in color. So the poet here wants us to just have a look or to think about these two plants. They are green in nature and they have been created by the Almighty Allah. They adorn this world of ours. Green is yours and green is mine. So this world of ours, this is green. This world, it belongs to us all. We need to keep it green. We need to do whatever we can to make it a beautiful place to live. Almighty Allah has created it a sort of boon for we people, and we need to keep it as it has been created by the Almighty Allah. So this green is yours, and this green world is mine also. So after analyzing the poem, I hope you would have understood the message which the poet wants to learn after reading her poem. There are certain new words in this poem. Country. It's an area outside towns and cities with fields, woods, farms, etc. Breeze. It's a light wind. Coolness. The quality of being cool. Woods. An area of trees smaller than a forest. Moss. A small flowerless green plants which lacks true roots. Flutter of birds moving their wings quickly, but here in the poem it means sound produced by the melting of frost. Frost, a thin layer of ice that forms on the ground and other surfaces in the cold weather. Jade, a hard ornamental stone of varying shades of green. Olive, oily fruit of a tree cultivated in the Mediterranean. Pickle, a vegetable that has been preserved in vinegar or salt water. Trickle, to flow or move something to flow slowly. Meadow, a field covered in grass. Fuzz, light fine particles of fibers, here perhaps the tiny shoots of new seedlings. Ivy, an evergreen plant that climbs by roots on trees, and walls. Honeysuckle, a climbing shrub with beautiful cream-colored flowers. Vine, a climber plant. So I hope you would have enjoyed the poem. Thank you.